Hello, good morning. Is anyone out there? Is anyone here? Hello. Hi. Welcome to the Center of Love. This is a place, it's a haven for those who consider themselves more spiritual, less religious. And we recognize that love is the way. And when we say the center of love, we point to our hearts because that's where it starts. When we first began this journey together, we created a document that would define the essence of the center of love. Our vision, our purpose, our guiding light. So I'd like to read that to you now. To love ourselves, each other, and the world, to lead with love, to heal ourselves and become more balanced, authentic, whole human beings, to live well and support others in their efforts to do the same, to walk the path of love. And today, we're gathering around a powerful question. Are you ready? Are you? Are you ready to live your best life? Are you ready to move forward, even if fear still lingers? Are you safe enough, supported enough, and willing enough to take that step? We'll be exploring that together because the path of love is not always easy, but it is always true and real. And to help guide us through this inquiry, it's my honor to introduce today's speaker. Sylvie Lalonde is a woman of power, but not the kind of power that demands attention. It's the kind of power that radiates stillness from presence, from truth. She's an advocate for love in both word and deed. She leads not from perfection, but from courage and moving forward through fear and doubt again and again. What makes Sylvie truly shine is that she isn't just talking about love. She's living with love. She's embodying it. And whether it's through her coaching or her writing or her conversations over tea, she can feel her heart. You can feel her heart, rather, wide open, grounded, and real. Even the name of her business speaks volumes. Living right now. Talk about being present. A reminder that this life is one breath, one moment, and that's where everything begins. She's challenged many, including me, to step into truth and to own my readiness, to embrace what it really means to live. Even her license plate carries a message. Are you ready? R-E-D-Y. And today, she asks that question again. And with that, please join me in welcoming our teacher, a friend, a guide, Sylvie Lalonde.
I gotta take just 1 minute, and if you don't have a pad and a pen, could you grab one on the table that I left
And
for
if
you?
you're missing a microphone, you can just speak into
That
it
would
right
be
there.
helpful, huh? Thank you for all being here. I'm excited about this. It's been a while since I've stood here. The question is, how do we get beyond our fears and doubts so we can be more present to this moment? I'm going to read this first, actually. I read this, I think 30 years ago, and it helps. It's one of the things that comes to mind in the background so that I remember when I've been whirling into these fears and doubts. This is I called them a flag point for me. 92-year-old petite, well-posed lady who is fully dressed each morning by 8 with her hair coiffed and makeup perfectly applied, even though she's legally blind, moved to a nursing home today. Her husband of 70 years recently passed away, making the move necessary after many hours of waiting patiently in the lobby of the nursing home. She smiled sweetly when told her room was ready. As she maneuvered her walker to the elevator, I provided a visual description of her tiny room, including the eyelet sheets that had been hung on her window. And she said, "I love it," with enthusiasm of an 8-year-old having just presented with a new puppy. "Mrs. Jones, you haven't seen the room just yet. That doesn't have anything to do with it," she replied. "Happiness is something you decide on ahead of time. Whether I like my room or not doesn't depend on the furniture, how the furniture is arranged. It's how I arrange my mind. I already decided to love it. It's a decision I make every morning when I wake up. I have a choice. I can spend the day in bed recounting the difficulty I have with the parts of my body and that are no longer working, or get out of bed and be thankful for the ones that do. Each day is a gift, and as long as my eyes open, I'll focus on the day and all the happy memories I've stored away just for this time in my life. Old age is like a bank account. You withdraw from what you put in. So my advice to you would be to deposit a lot of happiness in the bank account of memories. And I thank you for adding to my memory bank and this day that we're spending, this moment we're spending it together. 5 rules I take from this is free my heart from hatred, free my mind from worries, live simply, be my own best friend, and shine. All right, so back to the question at hand. So my intention today is to share some ideas, quotes, and some songs, and ask questions for you to make notes as you reflect upon these questions. Everyone has a paper and pad? Okay. So I'm going to say something, and I want you to rate it on a 1 to 10. 1 being I don't relate to that at all, and 10 being I totally do. So anywhere in between that on the scale. On the top of the first page, write accept. Now, the question is, the statement is, now, first is, do your immediate reaction. And don't think about it, just really let it land and just write exactly what it is. So you ready to play?
Yep.
Okay. I accept and say yes to everything. 1 to 10. Okay, now I'm going to add something to that. And on the same page, underneath there, write GGF. I accept and say yes to everything that helps me grow, flow, and glow. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate that. Okay. All right, so we can put that aside for now. I would like to set up you're at work or you're with a friend and you're having a conversation and you've known this person for a while, and then this person says something and you feel irritated or hurt, somehow triggered. And then it lands and it starts whirling in your head, and then we react. We say something from that place. And we respond because we're trying to protect ourselves. But that's going on in the background, so it's hard to stay present in that moment. The research shows that it's called Profound Impact of Childhood Memories. It's from 0 to 7 to 8 years old. These memories act as a kind of emotional compass, guiding our reactions, belief, and perspectives about the world. Dre, show the picture.
Yep.
Oh,
Coming
all
right
right,
up.
thank you.
This one right here.
That's the one. I love this. It's a person, and it says, I'm triggered? Does it say I'm
I
triggered?
just pushed your buttons.
Oh, I just pushed your buttons.
But I didn't install them.
Right. So, when we say I'm triggered right now, it's because this person has done something to us. I feel victimized by it. Or I feel triggered. I feel like this past pain that lives below in this gut of mine is being activated, and I don't know what to do about it. The key to I didn't put them in is because it's not that person. I can't change how somebody is being around me, but I can, if I think about it as I'm activated, that past pain is activated from this moment. How do I present myself so that I'm not blaming the other person and hoping they're going to change how they're doing, what they're saying? How do I take accountability? Accountability is not about blame or fault. Accountability is about, this is the situation, how am I going to choose to be in this moment? Do I want to affect my environment or infect it? Do I want to allow that pain to let me lead these moments, or do I want true connection and safe space to be and to share, interact with this? And that's the wonderful thing about here at the Center of Love. It's a safe place for us to share our thoughts, our things that are worrisome, a place where we get to practice and to accept the support around us, to keep going, and to really a safe place to come together and practice living from that truth deep within ourselves. Tracy and I were just talking about how it was in the childhood that we had this belief. I believe that since I was 4 years old, I had this knowing that life didn't have to be hard. Sorry. As I watched the people around me being mean and hurtful, I just knew that it didn't have to be that way. So I kept that belief. And I met a friend of mine that we're still friends today, and she modeled that happiness and caring and loving and living from her truth at such a young age we were at the time. This is the visual that if I'm really whirling and something's really up for me, I have this image that I created, another pivotal point in my mind, a flag, if you say, of me as a 4-year-old and the hurtful things that were being said, and think of them as like sticky notes and a cloth or a rock being thrown at me, right? So they've got this, not even at me, at a person. We're standing there and somebody says something mean, like you're stupid. And so I think of me, I was going to actually bring like a hat and do all those things, but thought I would try doing it verbally. But if you can picture you're ugly being stuck on me or on yourselves, and you're stupid. Why did you say that? And so as I'm saying all these things in my head, I'm covering up. I have all these layers. I think of it like this is my truth. But it's all covered up with all these things, all these beliefs of other people. This is how life should be. And so I take this hat, I take that perspective, I put their glasses on. As up till 7 or 8, I complied with it because they were my people. I didn't know not to trust what they were saying. So I just was layered, and where to the point where now I see some people that I love. Can't even look at them sideways, and they're in pain because it's so stuffed that they can't live from their life. Hurt people, they don't mean to be hurtful. They're barely breathing. And so every day, I'm aware of some of those layers, to remove them, because it's worth it. Often, up until about 6 months ago, I used to tell my children, I have lived a good life. It's amazing, but I'm tired. And if I go to bed and I die in my sleep tonight, it's okay. I'm not suicidal, I'm not any of that, but it's okay. I know that I want to live, and I surrounding ourselves with people that are supportive, and it's, stuff happens. I call it stuff. Shit and stuff. So my stuff happens every day, and that's okay. I can't control what's going on out there, but I can control how I am in this moment. I can choose to remove these other layers and let our light shine. I totally got off script and just this. So, yeah, keeping the narrative of my parents did this, keeping that narrative, keeping the story, the victim pain. It's like a prison, but a prison that we build around ourselves. And we're stuck in that history. And instead, why not start believing in the ability to grow beyond the lies and remove those layers that I accumulated, other people's ideas, as it covers up my heart and our light. It's overwhelming in those moments because we forget our own dreams. I wasn't going to read this, but I'm going to read this. In January 2005, love, passionately inspire inner peace. Inner peace, I search. Finally realized it is my journey, my passion, ma joie de vivre, living. Keep living all that I can be. The ripples are creating waves big enough to surf. Obstacles are only a wall of bricks I put up. I can take them down, one by one, lay them down to become my path, stepping stones. Yes, there are many bricks, for the path I am building is wide and long. For there are many amazing souls along on this journey. I just found that like two weeks ago, and so I keep it with me so that I can. Oh, this is another quote that I found many years ago. I have a book back there actually that has some things that I accumulated just to look at when I needed inspiration and things like that. This is one of the sheets from there. It says, so play with me, okay? If you have an opinion about my life, raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand. Let's just say we all have an opinion, because we all have opinions about other people's lives, don't we? Now put it over your mouth. Other people's opinions about us really is none of our business. They are just processing. We process from places of hurt. And it's important to be our own best friend. Negativity has a longer shelf life than positivity because of nature's elegant and hardwired design of your nervous system. Scientists have discovered it takes 3 positive experiences to offset a negative experience. So we need like 3 times a million, right? 3 positive experiences. So every day we get to practice. Every moment, whatever comes up, is a place to practice. It's not good or bad. Good or bad is just a judgment of what's going on right now. This is life. I can't control what's going on in my environment. And again, I can choose to look at it and do what I can and show up the way that serves me and serves the people around me. So that we can love and come from that, from our love, from our center, from our true nature. That's why I think of babies. I love being around babies. There's just so free. I actually have this frame, and it says Le Destin. It's this picture. And I found, going through all the things from my dad, sorry, I've been taking care of my father for 10 months, so I found a picture of me as a 10-year-old, and so I cut it around it, and I plastered it on this beautiful card that was there, just to remind myself of that innocence that I was. And sometimes I even put it on my screen, what do you call it? Screensaver, like on my phone. Just when I'm having a rough time, I just put that to remind myself, to connect to that truth of that little girl that just wanted to be loved and wanted to love. All right. Remember that our past is our compost. I've said this often, and it helps us grow. And again, it's stuff, right? It's all part of it. So I have a few strategies that I invite you to try out. Accept where you are. Today is today. You've done amazing things. You're standing here, you're sitting here. You're present in this moment. And with everything that's going on in life, you still choose to show up here and be in this space to connect with that part of yourself. And be curious as you are. We're here, and that's the wonderful thing about Center of Love. Everybody has a voice, and we all have that reality, and it's a safe place to share it. How about we live that and present that even more brightly in our environment out there? I continue to learn. I continue to learn all the time. Used to think, we would go to the church and the priest would say all these things. Now I feel like somebody presented it, I don't know. And it's like me in the center, and I listen to Mary Seiss and Tony Robbins and Harv Eker and Satyan, one of my amazing leaders, and my friends. Like I'm surrounded by all of this greatness and my friends that support me so deeply. And let's replace. When I lived in Ontario, I always thought I was trying my best. I truly was. With all the things that were going on, I really tried my best. And then I realized in Vancouver, when I moved to BC finally in '92, I was doing my best. Still brought at, and probably up till 5 years ago, I was always doing my best, do my best. And I read these plaques and it says, do your best or try your best. And I actually bought one the other day, and I took a white, the pen that covers that pen when you want to make a mistake when you're writing. Still some of us, yeah. Whiteout, yeah. And I put it on there because it said, try your best. And I wrote, be your best, right? It's not about doing or trying. It's about being present to ourselves in this moment. You grab a pad and a paper or a pen, and there's a chair right here if you like. Thank you. There's 168 hours in a week. This is where, instead of doing like every day, balance your day, do all these things, and more is sometimes days happen and things happen and we don't get to it. But once I started thinking about it as we have 168 hours in a week. And then I started figuring out, I go to work for 40 hours, I drive for this, I eat for this, I do that. But then I realized watching TV and the internet, I waste a lot of time. So when people say, I don't have time for me, I don't have time for this, surely you can find an hour a day for yourself to learn, to integrate, to meditate. You would do it for somebody else. I spent 10 months somewhere for somebody else, We always find that time for other people. how do we make ourselves important enough? Because it's that whole filling your own cup. If I'm always filling up somebody else's cup, that's when I got frustrated because I'm empty. You have to fill our own cup. Take it to a whole new level of that. It really works. When I'm irritated about situations because I've given too much to somebody else possibly, and that I'm not taking enough time for myself. All right. Feels like I've lost some stuff. Let's go into the song, please. So I just want to set this up. Clear your mind, close your eyes if you feel safe to, and just let these words land. And then when it's finished, take a minute and just jot down some of the things that may have come up for you and some insights that you have found for yourself and some learning having listened to some of these things I've said. And yeah. Yes. I don't know.
You don't know.
I choose? Thank you.
I've come a long way. Say goodbye to bad days. Falling on my face too many times to count. Picked myself up, sometimes fell. Throughout all the seasons of my
take some notes, write down a few words. Oh,
Rachel Schroeder. You can share it.
Rachel?
Schroeder. Like Schroeder the cat.
Just going to take 15 more seconds to finish up. I create lists of music that I listen to every day. Sometimes I change it, sometimes that song doesn't fit and I change it. But that's how I've been starting to start my day, so that I'm taking time to ground myself in all of this love that's available. And it was fun putting this song list together for today. It's a helpful visual to remember everything is an opportunity to heal, take some time, an opportunity to take care of myself. When I feel triggered, when I feel activated, I don't use the word triggered anymore, I use activated. When I feel activated through all these painful moments, the key was to look at it as this is an opportunity. Being around family was, was lots of opportunities to heal, to stand up for myself. I'm not that 7, 8 year, whatever, young child anymore, and I got to take care of myself. To say, no, this is important, I'm important. What I think and what I feel is important. So it was an opportunity to remove layers, so that instead of feeling victimized by all those negative things, I was able to let in the good things and feel the love and the connection to my father in a whole new way. And feel a love for that relationship, that father-daughter relationship that was real. It was just hiding in and amongst the pains and the hurts and the tryings and all those things. But the essence was there. With all my family and friends, no matter what it looked like, I went there with the intention to support and not hold on to they needed to be nice to me. I went there because I knew what was important to me, and then we can live from that. And by adding consciousness and accountability, stuff happens. Stuff happens. Practice, practice, practice. I'm really good at practicing, and what happens when we practice? We get better and better. It's hard at first. So I had friends here, and they were like, you go hike mountains, you don't even lose your breath, you don't even sweat. It's like, no, but I've been putting years and years into practice in hiking, And it doesn't matter where you're at. Every step, every moment, every effort is a step towards getting better at something. We can do it for anything, learning a new skill, everything. Practice. practice, practice. Write that down in your book. Practice, practice, practice. And one of the things is, another saying is, I miss my fear-based reality, said no one ever. All right, so I'm going to have 5 questions for you. You can change pages or whatever, so is everybody ready? Yeah? All right. I am grateful for. I am happy, proud that. Okay, well, you can keep going after we're done here today. You can change the page to keep adding. All right. Good point. Pardon me?
What's the second one?
Okay. I am happy or proud that, however that wording works for you. Next question. I forgive myself. I enjoy and love to. Next question. I commit to.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Pardon me?
What is it?
I commit to.
I commit to, yeah. Think of that person, your best friend, your partner, someone where you can truly say, be, do everything you are, that you can be, and that you know that person will always be there for you. Do you have someone in mind? Yourself? On a clean sheet of paper, put a number at how safe you feel with that person. Like an 8, 7, 10, a 12. Like, remember a time when you really needed somebody and that person was there for you. Do we all have a number? Okay. So why did you give that number? What about that person? Write down some of the reasons that you connected to. Just say out some things just to get it flowing, you know? Understanding, caring, thoughtful, makes you laugh, loving, great listener, a safe place to be, me. Having many people like that in our lives is great to have support. Sometimes I used to think, I saw this somewhere actually, I want somebody who says, I know it's hard, you'll be okay, here's a coffee and $1 million. That would be great, wouldn't it? Yes, please, yes. Yes, thank you. I'm truly grateful for you all being here today. And my invitation is that you become your own best friend. The more I connect with me, then I'm not looking for anybody else to fill my cup. It seems simple, and I see that we have the 4 agreements here, and there's the 5th agreement, the power of love, and I think we've talked about this before, but you know, that and what I learned with context, accountability, and all those things, they're the simple things. And I don't have, you know, all these incredible statements and courses or speeches in my mind to say all those things, but they resonate with us. So we can look at the internet, we can do all those things, but if we're losing, I can actually feel it in my body when I'm doing something that's not good for me. I actually have a body reaction to it now. So fill those moments with things that inspire. Make those. Remember, one negative, you need 3 positives. So you're going to be busy. So just, get rid of those negatives and find those positives and fill your own cup. Be your own best friend. What you see in another is the things you see in yourself, whether they're good or bad. So how about we start looking at all the good in other people so then we can practice in a new way of seeing all the goodness in ourselves. So I have I don't know why, but so simple things, I guess, that are simple and everyone can do. Hydrate. Start your day with a glass of water. It's a simple thing. Even I don't always do it. It's, your body needs hydration all throughout the day, but even that 1 cup of water at the side of your bed. Make a list of songs, have poems around, things that inspire you, that you feel alive when you see it, when you read it. Keep them handy. Your phones are handy, the negative is handy. It's going to come at you. Be bigger, may have a bigger plan, bigger strategies than those things. Dance and walk in nature and just be present. If you like to exercise and things, don't do it for that. Do it just to be. Just be with yourself, with nature, for all the beauty around us. See colors like Linda sees them. It's Arno and Linda's anniversary today. 34 years. Do something you've always wanted to do. Do it. Practice. Start. 10 minutes a day. Just do it. Live while you're living. When the day comes, know that you've done it all, everything. You've truly been in alignment with what's important to you. And only you know what's important to you. Find the pieces, find the people to support you. Even if I'm alone, I can still find the things that support me, because I know what I need. Does it resonate with me or doesn't it? Say no to the things that doesn't resonate. Say yes. Yes, I'm walking away. Yes, I want something else. Yes, that little girl, that little boy, that's what I'm going to remember. The more present I am to that little girl, the more present I am to this moment. And sometimes when I can't feel the love from myself, I do accept myself. But the more I think about that little girl, the more I know and love her. And so I hope and pray every day that it'll be something I do without, having to remember when I'm activated quickly. It doesn't take me weeks anymore when I'm activated. It takes me a minute, 2 minutes. Sometimes it's longer, depending on how deep that wound is. But it's still there in me. I have the answers on how to change that.